Now, James Denselow is a Middle East analyst and he's a writer on geopolitical and security issues in the region. Joins us live now from London. James, what do you make of this claim FSA are making about helicopter gunships? True, do you think?
I think I'd be very wary about it, both for a tactical and a strategic reason. I mean, the Syrian regime still have access to vast amounts of anti-aircraft missiles and artillery. They've shown they're capable of shooting down NATO jets when they attack Turkish F-4 Phantoms. So the actual ability for the rebels to use these aircraft unhindered, I think, is somewhat unlikely. I think far more likely is the increase of light arms, of RPGs, of explosives that can be used as IEDs against Syrian armour. That seems to be the most effective weapons that the insurgent Free Syrian Army is actually using.
It seems that they are capturing some tanks.
Yes, I mean, what's happening, the Syrian army has been quite reluctant to engage the Free Syrian Army at close contact, partly because of fear of defections, and there has been instances of tanks being captured and used against their own army. So that's definitely happening, and I think that's why the Syrian regime's tactics is to quarantine areas and then use standoff weapons like artillery simply to pummel them down. And in Bab Ammar and Homs, we saw them actually physically dig a trench around the area where the rebel armies and rebels were based. I mean, the Syrian regime sees the FSA and sees the insurgency as almost like a virus. So their policy is to kind of cordon these areas off and attack them. And the point really is now it's spreading beyond every single area of the country, and there really is no cure from the regime against this.
What about the FSA tactics? There seems to be this sort of concerted effort to go for the border posts.
Yes, I think the state is visibly shrinking in its ability to control territory. Syria is a security state suffering from a state of insecurity at present. It's interesting to see whether the Operation Damascus Volcano will actually manage to maintain a permanent presence in the capital city, or whether it will be something similar to what happened in 1968 and the Tet Offensive in Vietnam, whereby the Viet Cong, although they didn't win a military victory against the American-supported South Vietnamese government, they did show that they could attack across the country. It's a hugely symbolic moment from a revolution that started some 16 months ago with teenagers writing graffiti on the streets of Dera to the Free Syrian Army now operating 3 miles away from the presidential palace.
All right, James, thanks very much indeed. That's James Denselow there from London. Very interesting talking to you, James. Thanks very much indeed.